Good afternoon. It's time for Stories with Mrs. Ballou, and today we're going to enjoy some stories that have to do with robots. And we're going to start with Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover by Mrs Ballou. And this is one of our easy reader books that you, as you start to learn to read, you could read yourself. This actually is a small chapter book. Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover by Mrs Ballou, published by Candlewick Press. And it has 4 chapters in it. Chapter 1, Make Pizza. Rabbit was excited his friend Robot was coming to spend the night. Rabbit had everything planned out. Ding dong! Rabbit opened the door. Hi, Robot, said Rabbit. I am so happy you are here. He has a plan. Greetings, Rabbit, said Robot. Thank you for inviting me. You're welcome, said Rabbit. Now I have made a list of things we will do. Number 1, make pizza. Number 2, watch TV. Number 3, play goldfish. Number 4, go to bed. Can we play Old Maid too? Asked Robot. I think Old Maid is cute. Old Maid is not on the list, said Rabbit. How about Crazy Eights? I am crazy about Crazy Eights. No way, said Rabbit. Crazy Eights is not on the list either. I see, said Robot. So, said Rabbit, first on the list is to make pizza. Good, said Robot. My built-in foodometer reports that I am hungry. I must eat. Rabbit got 2 frozen pizzas out of the freezer. Cheese pizza, said Rabbit. I have carrots and lettuce and snow peas to put on top of the pizza. I'm going to put all 3 on my pizza. Oh, said Robot. Do you think Robot likes those things on his pizza? Let's see. What is the matter? Asked Rabbit. Don't you like carrots? I do not, answered Robot. Do you like lettuce? Asked Rabbit. I do not, said Robot. Snow peas? No. Ouch, cried Rabbit. That hurt. Turn down your volume knob. I apologize, said Robot. What do you put on your pizzas? Asked Rabbit. Hardware, answered Robot. Nuts and bolts and screws. Yuck, said Rabbit. I do not have any nuts or bolts or screws. Sorry. That's okay, said Robot. My magnetic hands will find some. Robot rolled through Rabbit's house. He waved his magnetic hands up and down and all around. Eureka! Robot yelled. Your table and chairs are held together with nuts and bolts and screws. Robot lifted a flap on his side. He took out his toolbox and found a wrench and a screwdriver. Robot used the wrench to take the nuts and bolts out of the table. He used the screwdriver to take the screws out of the chairs. Crash! My table, howled Rabbit. My chairs! Do not be alarmed, said Robot. But Rabbit was alarmed. We were supposed to eat our pizza sitting at the table, he said. Now what? Rabbit started yelling. Where are we going to eat? He cried. He yelled all around the house. He started throwing things too. Robot prepared the pizzas. He put the nuts and bolts and screws on his pizza. He put the carrots and lettuce and snow peas on Rabbit's pizza. He put both pizzas in the oven. Rabbit was still yelling. He was still throwing things. Robot turned up his volume knob. I can solve our problem, he shouted. Rabbit stopped yelling. He stopped throwing things. Oh, yeah, he said. How? Do you have a blanket? Asked Robot. I do, said Rabbit, but it is not time for bed. That is number 4 on our list. The rabbit is not for sleeping, said Robot. Rabbit gave Robot a blanket. Robot spread the blanket on the floor. Sit down, Rabbit, he said. Rabbit sat down. Robot got the pizzas out of the oven. He brought them to Rabbit on the blanket. Picnic, said Robot. Oh, picnic, said Rabbit. He bit into his pizza. My built-in foodometer approves of this pizza, said Robot. Yes, this picnic is pretty fun, said Rabbit. I'll cross make pizza off the list, even though you put weird things on yours. Thank you, Rabbit, said Robot. Chapter 2, Watch TV. Next on the list is to watch TV, said Rabbit. My favorite show is coming on soon. It is called Cowboy Jack Rabbit. I do not want to miss it. I like TV, said Robot. Everything is ready, said Rabbit. I have dusted the TV. I have plumped the sofa cushions. I have popped the popcorn. All I need is the TV remote. Rabbit went to the TV to get the remote. Oh no, moaned Rabbit. The remote is not here. I always leave the remote on top of the TV. Do not panic, said Robot. Rabbit panicked. He checked the top of the TV again. It is definitely not on the top of the TV, he said. I have some data that will interest you, said Robot. Rabbit looked under the sofa cushions. It's not under the sofa cushions, he cried. There is a logical solution to your problem, said Robot. Rabbit dumped the popcorn out of the bowl. It is not in the popcorn, he shouted. Beep, 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 beeped Robot. Don't you beep at me, hollered Rabbit. If we don't find the remote, we will never see Cowboy Jack Rabbit ever again. We will never see any TV ever again. Rabbit ran around the house yelling, ah! Halt! Rabbit stopped running. He stopped yelling. I have some data that will interest you, said Robot. Follow me. Robot led Rabbit to the bathroom. He pointed to the mirror. Observe your reflection, said Robot. Rabbit looked in the mirror. He found the remote. Aw, gee, Robot just said Rabbit. Why didn't you just tell me? Chapter 3, Play Goldfish. Rabbit turned off the TV. What a fantastic show, he said. And now it is time for number 3 on the list. Play Goldfish. Okay, mumbled Robot. Rabbit and Robot sat down on the blanket. Rabbit dealt the cards and began the game. Give me all your 10s, said Rabbit. Robot said nothing. Robot, shouted Rabbit. I said, give me all your 10s. Robot twitched. I apologize, Rabbit. I am tired. Tired, said Rabbit, but we have not checked Play Goldfish off the list. It is not time for bed. Robot lay down on the blanket. He closed his metal eyelids. His gears began to grind. Snored Robot. What am I going to do now? Wailed Rabbit. A nap before bedtime is not on the list, and I was winning that game. Wake up, Robot. A narrow strip of paper came out of a small slot on Robot's front. There were letters on it. Bat, said Rabbit. Maybe Robot is trying to tell me something. Maybe I need to scare Robot to wake him up. Rabbit ran to his toy chest and found a rubber bat. It had wings and fangs and tiny feet. This bat would scare anybody, said Rabbit. He showed the bat to the sleeping Robot. Snored Robot. That did not work, said Rabbit. Maybe I need a baseball bat. Maybe I need to hit Robot to wake him up. Rabbit ran back to his toy chest and found a baseball bat. He lifted the baseball bat over his head. I hope I do not hurt him, he said. But then more letters appeared on the narrow strip of paper. Batter, cried Rabbit. Will batter help Robot wake up? Making batter is not on the list either, but maybe it will work. Rabbit went to his kitchen. He found a recipe for cake batter in the cookbook. Rabbit beat butter and sugar and eggs and flour with an electric mixer. The batter tasted delicious. Robot, said Rabbit, I know you eat metal stuff, but here's some yummy batter for you. Snored Robot. Wake up already, shouted Rabbit. We can play Old Maid too if you would just wake up. Just then, even more letters appeared on the narrow strip of paper. Oh, said Rabbit. His batteries ran down. It says batteries low. Rabbit opened Robot and took out Robot's old batteries. Then he opened the TV remote and took out the remote's new batteries. Rabbit put the new batteries inside Robot. Robot began to twitch, and then... Go fish! Gee whiz, cried Rabbit. Turn down your volume knob. Oh, said Robot. I apologize. Where is my thank you? Asked Rabbit. Thank you for the batteries, whispered Robot. You're welcome, said Rabbit. Let's play Old Maid next, yelled Robot. Good grief, said Rabbit. Chapter 4, Go to Bed. Rabbit yawned. 20 games is too many, he said. I'm ready for the last thing on the list. Go to bed. I am 100% alert, said Robot. The batteries you gave me are excellent, and I do love Old Maid, but I will come to bed also. Rabbit brushed his teeth. Robot polished the metal in his mouth. Rabbit put on his pajamas. Where are your pajamas, Robot? He asked. You're supposed to bring pajamas to a sleepover. I forgot, said Robot with a shrug. Oh dear, said Rabbit. Here, you can borrow a pair of mine. Robot put on Rabbit's pajamas. Rabbit giggled. What is so humorous? Asked Robot. Rabbit led Robot to the bathroom. He pointed to the mirror and said, observe your reflection. Robot looked in the mirror. He smiled. That is humorous, he agreed. Rabbit got in one bed. Robot got in the other bed. Lights out, said Rabbit. He turned off the light. Good night, Robot. Rabbit closed his eyes, began to snore. Robot did not close his eyes. He began to talk. Rabbit, said Robot, I have reviewed today's data. That's nice, said Rabbit, but the list says that it's time to sleep. It is not time to talk. Good night, Robot. Rabbit, what? I have reviewed today's data. Yes, I know, hollered Rabbit. Go to sleep, Robot. Robot kept talking. Just for you, I have organized today's data into a list. My list shows that we did many fun things. Number 1, we enjoyed a pizza picnic. Number 2, we laughed about the TV remote in your ear. Number 3, we played Go Fish and Old Maid. Number 4, we giggled when I put on your pajamas. I've reviewed today's data, and the result is today was a good day. Yes, agreed Rabbit, it was a good day. Maybe tomorrow you can make our list of things to do. Really? Asked Robot. I said maybe, answered Rabbit. Good night, Robot. Good night, Rabbit. Rabbit and Robot. The Sleepover. Our next book about robots is actually about a birthday as well. It's called The Bad Birthday Idea, and it's by Madeline Valentine. We have some beautiful pictures of birthday items on the end papers. The Bad Birthday Idea, published by Alfred A. Knopf out of New York. All Ben ever wanted to do was play with his toy robot, not with his sister Alice. She liked to play with dolls. When Alice tried to play with her brother, Ben would say, "No dolls allowed. This is a robot game." So Alice told her mom and dad she wanted the new Roboy 2000 for her birthday. Ben could not believe his ears. He really wanted the Roboy 2000, but mom and dad told Ben it was Alice's birthday, not his. On the day of Alice's birthday party, Ben had to put the wrapped Roboy 2000 on the presents table. It was so unfair. That's when Ben had an idea. He very quietly opened the wrapping paper. Then he very carefully opened the cardboard box and untwisted the little wires. Awesome, Ben said. Oh, he's playing with her robot. Oh my goodness. But something terrible happened. Roboy 2000 crashed into the wall and fell on the floor. That's when the doorbell rang. Ben had to find a place to hide the Roboy 2000 quickly. He threw the broken robot into the chest, the wrapping paper, and the cardboard box, too. Just then, Alice, Mom, Dad, and all the guests came into the room. Alice's friends wished her a happy birthday. They had snacks and drank punch, but Ben was not having a good time. Mom put on music and everyone started dancing. Then they played games, but all Ben could think about was the broken robot. After everyone had cake and ice cream, Alice opened the gifts from all her friends, but there seemed to be one missing. "Where is the family's gift?" Dad asked. "Go get it, please, Ben," said Mom. What's he gonna do? Ben got up from the table. He walked very slowly to the chest. He opened it. Everyone gasped. One kid screamed. "Oh, Ben!" Mom cried. Alice just stared. "I am so sorry," Ben said quietly. He felt horrible. He had ruined Alice's birthday, but Ben had an idea that he hoped would make his sister feel better. How can he make her feel better? Let's find out if it works. Ben went to his room and found his own favorite robot. He held it out to Alice. "I want you to have this," he told her. "Thank you," said Alice. "Will you play with me now, Ben?" "Yes, I would love to," said Ben. We gave her his robot, so we fixed it. All she wanted to do was play. She didn't necessarily want the robot. She wanted to play with her brother. If I Had a Robot by Dan Yacarino. What would you do if you had a robot? What would you want that robot to do? Let's see what he thinks. This book is published by the Children's Book of the Month Club in Viking. Special thanks to the robot from Lost in Space, Tober, Roby the Robot, Gigantor, the Rock'em Sock'em robots, and every special mechanical pal not mentioned here. "Phil," Mom said, "you can't leave the dinner table until you finish your vegetables." Did your mom tell you that? "Boy, I hate vegetables. I wish someone else would eat them for me." I bet if I had a robot, he would eat those vegetables at my command. "Yes, sirree. With just the flick of a witch, he'd eat all my lima beans, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. Yuck." "I could get him to take my bath. And piano lessons, too. Boy, he could do everything I don't want to do." What would you have your robot do? "Why, he could even kiss my Aunt Louise and go to school so I don't have to. No hotshot could ever hit a home run when we're in left field. And those kids wouldn't dare pick on me if I had a robot. Gee, I'd be king of the playground. Hey, with my robot, I could be king of the whole world. Wait, I could be master of the entire universe. And "Oh, Phil," my mom called, "whoever eats their vegetable gets chocolate cake for dessert." Do you think he wants the robot to eat his vegetables now? Like I always say, if you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. He wanted the chocolate cake. And he ate it all gone. Would you eat your vegetables to get chocolate cake? One more book this afternoon is called My Friend Robot. And it's by Sonny Scribbins and pictures by Huey Skip. And it's a song if you want to sing it, sung by Norma Jean Wright. There's a CD that goes with this book. My Friend Robot, published by Barefoot Books. Who can help us build a house? Build a house, build a house. Who can help us build a house? My Friend Robot. First, we need to split the wood. Split the wood like we should. Who can help us split the wood? My Friend Robot. Now we've got to haul it out. Haul it out. That's what it's about. Who can help us haul it out? My Friend Robot with a wagon. Then we need to make the base. Make the base. Hold it in place. Who can help us make the base? My Friend Robot with screws. Next, it's time to build the walls. Build the walls nice and tall. Who can help us build the walls? My Friend Robot with a hammer. After that, we raise the roof. Raise the roof. It's weatherproof. Who can help us raise the roof? My Friend Robot with a ladder. Last of all, we hoist the flag. Hoist the flag, don't let it drag. Who can help us hoist the flag? My friend Robot with a pulley. Puppy feels a little shy, little shy. Oh, don't cry. Who can help the little guy? My friend Robot doesn't know. How are we going to help the puppy? Pet him in a gentle way, gentle way. It's been a long day. Tell him it will be okay. Like this, Robot. Today has been a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Thanks, everyone. Now our treehouse work is done. Night, night, Robot. My friend Robot. In the back, it talks about simple machines, wedge, wheel and axle, screw, lever, incline plane, pulley. And it talks about what robots can do, space exploration, emergencies, manufacturing, healthcare, housekeeping. Did your house have a Roomba that vacuums? Education and play. Then it talks about how robots are programmed, and then tells you how you can learn about programming, be a play scientist. And there's a CD that you can listen to. My friend Robot. Our last robot story of the afternoon. I hope you enjoyed our robot stories, and I hope I see you soon. I'm thinking about some outside story time during vacation week. Email if you're interested in that, and I'll keep a list and I'll let people know. It'll depend on the weather, of course. Miss you all. Have a good afternoon. Bye.